Hey guys, what is up? Today I want to talk about how you can get more flexible. And look, I know that most people will spend some time stretching after their workouts or stretching before their workouts in the hope to get more flexible, but from my experience, I don't think this works, and I want to explain to you why and then give you the tips that you need to get more flexible yourself. Now, I am not a pro yet, but I am on my way and I have made some awesome changes in my flexibility and mobility over the last year. So I want to give you my tips to help you on your journey yourself. So first up, I want to start by explaining why flexibility is important to me. And it is important to me because I have come from a place of injury, and in having an injury, you find that your body kind of like goes a little bit out of whack. You get tight in certain places, and pretty much life just becomes a lot more challenging. Your standard movements become more challenging, and I don't like it. I want to be flexible so that I can be strong in the end ranges of motion, and so that I can walk through life with ease. So that is my reason for wanting to become more flexible. It's basically so that I can minimize my risk of injury. Okay, so that is why flexibility is important to me. So I want to give you a few tips on how you can become more flexible yourself. Okay, and tip number one is you need to set yourself a very clear goal. So this is the problem when it comes to flexibility for most people, is that I don't think they actually have a clear picture in mind at what they want to achieve with their flexibility. So this is when you end up just kind of doing a few stretches, holding them for 10, 20, 30 seconds at the end of your workout. Because you don't actually have a clear picture in mind as to what you want to achieve. So I know what it is that I want to achieve with my flexibility, and my first two goals are to achieve the middle splits and the front splits. And I've chosen these two because my injury was on my knee, and I want to get my hips in balance, and I want to get my hamstrings in balance and my groin in balance. So I got lower power mode, so sorry about that. I want to balance out my lower body so that I don't have back pain, or so that I minimize back pain and that I minimize knee pain. So I have a clear picture of what it is that I want to do, so I know how close I am getting to that goal. Okay, if you want more videos on goal setting, I will be posting some of these, so stay tuned. Okay, tip number two, you need to commit to a flexibility practice or a mobility practice. All right, you need to commit to it. It's not something that you can just do here and there and expect to get results. It's just like any other form of training. If you actually want to get a result, you have to make a commitment. Now, when it came to the splits, the middle splits, I gave myself like a year to kind of get to my goal, or to get to that end point. And I decided, like, I'm gonna do it. I'm not just gonna dabble around in it. I'm committing to this until I get there. All right, I'm not just gonna float around doing a few stretches here and there. I am going to plan this into my workout so that I am doing a workout based around the splits, and I'm gonna do this twice a week until I get my goal. Okay, so you really need to commit to it. It's literally not something that you can chuck on for 10 to 15 minutes at the end of a workout. And I'm going to show you how I structure my flexibility training in another video, so also stay tuned for that. Okay, tip number three, you have to make the time for it. Like I said in tip number two, I actually had to sacrifice some of my more intense training sessions. So like my strength workouts or my cardio workouts. I hate cardio, by the way. I don't know why I pretended I ever did cardio. Well, I do a bit of cardio, but mostly I sacrificed my strength workouts for flexibility. And look, flexibility is still strength training. My groin is super strong now because I can hold myself in like splits position. But yeah, I can hold myself in splits position. So you are getting stronger when you train flexibility. So don't think necessarily sacrifice like that. But I had to sacrifice my like gains for flexibility work, where I was sitting in poses for 2 to 5 minutes. Okay. But yeah, you gotta make the time for it. For me, I was doing like 3 hours of work a week, most weeks, on my splits training, okay? And it's low intensity compared to going to the gym and pumping heaps of weight. But at the end of the day, my goal to be injury free, or my aim to minimize my risk of injury, was so strong to me that I was happy to sacrifice my image, like the look of my body, for my flexibility. And now that I have put the initial work in, I am in a place in which I can kind of maintain both. And actually keep working on both. So the way I structure my programs is a little bit different now, but guys, that video is coming so you can learn what I have learned through my personal experience on getting more flexible. So those are my top tips on how to get more flexible. Number 1, have a clear goal. Number 2, commit to it. And number 3, make the time for it, okay? It's not just a 15-minute touch your toes, like straighten your leg and like hold at the end of a workout, some of these ones. That is not gonna get you super flexible, guys. Check out my other videos, there's gonna be heaps of stuff, and good luck with everything you're doing, and I will see you next